Hey everybody, how you doing? So today, I just want to talk to you about my experience with college because it happened like a little while ago and it's kind of weird. But yeah, so I decided to enter a class for virtual filmmaking and video editing. And digital, sorry. As you tell, I did very well in the class. I left after a week because I didn't like it. But yeah, so right off the bat, I was really excited about it, because I was like, this seems so cool. I later realized it really wasn't for me, but also I didn't like the class for other reasons. But, it was just, it was weird because there were so many factors of the class that just seemed wrong. Like, right off the bat, we're talking about homework or something like that. And because one thing mentioned while you're signing up for the class is they have you talk about what you do for work so they can work with your work schedule, and the teacher can work around it. But we got into the class and someone asked, hey, can I work around something with my schedule because I work all night right after this class and I'm not really gonna have time for this homework right. Like it's gonna be, I'm gonna sleep before. I'm gonna wake up and get to school. Like that's pretty much how it's gonna work. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time for homework. And she's like, well, we have no exceptions for that, so you got to figure it out. It's like, okay, yeah. It kind of said that on the forum that you do make exceptions, but whatever. And then we had this teacher who had very little personality. Like she tried to have personality, but she worked too hard and kind of just acted like, I don't know. I don't even know how she did it. She tried to have extra personality, but it just made her seem like she had less personality. It was one of those kind of things. Everyone's seen one of those kind of people, but actually, a good example. At one point in time, she sneezed 14 times in a row, right? And she said, "Oh, sorry guys, sneezing's a part of my personality." Now at this point, I mean, I already knew that she had the personality of a graham cracker, but I believed her. And yes, I had to include that. That was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. But yeah, and it was just such a weird thing because a lot of the stuff that this website talked about for the class, it made it seem like it was a different class, and it was super strict. If you're late 7 minutes, you get a tardy. If you get 2 tardies or 4 tardies or something, it's an absent. And if you get 6 absents, it's a fail. It's 7 minutes late. I mean, I know it's yeah, all you gotta do is walk to your computer. What happens if your internet's out or some shit? What the hell? Or your power goes out, something like that. Jeez. Because at this point, I could tell they were quite strict about things for some reason. And they also, they said beforehand, you're doing the virtual class. This is about you. It's free. It's fun. It's fresh. And I mean, it just did not have a very freedom feeling. When you got in there, they treated you like children, bro. The way they talk to you is there will be no foul language tolerated during this class. And if someone swore an accent, you get the fucking eyebrow. You get that eyebrow they're about to send you to detention, bro. And it's just oh man. It gave you that feeling from middle school when you accidentally called the teacher fucker or something like that. Which I never did, but I could imagine that's what it felt like. But yeah, I don't know, man. That it was just. And I know this is probably a boring story to you, but it was. I needed to talk about it because it's stressful. I'm not even gonna talk about the program just in case if someday I have a lot of viewers and then some random people decide to bash the program because it's a decent program. It just feels like it's a bit falsely advertised. I felt like it was a little bit falsely advertised. Again, actually, I don't know if I mentioned this in the video. I wasn't ready for this at all, anyways. I was already kind of. I went back to school too early. I should have waited because I just got done with high school. I should have just waited to go to college, but I didn't. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make some stuff. I'm gonna make like movies and things. It's gonna be so fun. But no, I'm not doing that. I just want to do YouTube. It's a lot easier, a lot more fun, a lot more fresh. I don't have to go to Hollywood. Good stuff like that. But yeah, and then I just kept like noticing weird things. And oh, I forgot to mention this kid named Maxwell. He was like a ray of sunshine that was terrible. He's like the opposite of ray of sunshine. I don't even know what that is, but he was like a mean ray of sunshine. You know, like you get, there'd be something completely normal happening, and like he would just make some fucking comment. Like at one point he just said, you know, it's hard to focus when you're so boring. Like to the teacher. He said it to the teacher. And like she actually like stepped away. She's like, man, that was really rude. That kind of hurt my feelings. Like, god damn, Maxwell, what the fuck? Like, I mean, I was thinking it, but Jesus, you don't actually say it. And I mean, god damn, dude, that kid was so mean. Like at one point he called her a dictator, and she got pissed. Like she didn't hear what he said all the way. She just thought she heard something, and she's like, "What did you say to me?" And he's like, "Nothing." She's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go back in the recording, and I'm gonna check." And I was fucking laughing the whole time, because you have to keep your cameras on, but you also got to keep your mic muted at the same time. So I was just like pissing myself. Like you could see, my mouth was open. I was like fucking falling over. I was laughing so hard, because any shitty exchange with him was just like, it was either funny or like you would just stop doing anything because it was so rude and obnoxious, and you would just not understand why. It was on that line. But like I'm pretty sure he's a bit touched. Like I've never seen someone who's just like blatantly mean completely naturally, like with no remorse either, because you know even mean people usually have a little bit of remorse. You know, they like, you can tell they feel bad about it. He felt no shame afterwards. This man was nasty. And yeah, I saw him like twice, and he didn't look like someone you'd expect to be mean. He just kind of looked like a nerd. You know, he had like this very round head, glasses, the basics, and he was just viciously mean to the teacher. And I couldn't, I didn't get it. I was like afraid to say shit to him, because I was like, damn, bro, is he gonna have like some remark that's gonna destroy me? I mean, he never really said anything clever, but like he was just viciously mean, so I expect him to say something clever. I don't know. I don't even know why, bro. Yeah, so like some would consider him a hero, some would consider him a villain. I just considered him someone I wanted to avoid. Also, I just want to mention this. This team I was playing with in this game sucked. My fucking god. This is one of the worst Bedwars teams I've ever played with. Like, they didn't do shit. Except, okay, one guy broke a bed, but like I was doing the exact same thing. He just got it before I did. But like no one fucking protected anything or anything. It was so annoying. Anyways, back to college. So really, the moral of the story is, don't go into college too early. You got time. I'm not saying like take a giant gap year or anything like that, or take 2 gap years. I'm just saying don't like jump out of high school and get right into college, because you know, sometimes you're just worried about making something of yourself and not being a disappointment. Because that was kind of what I was worried about. Which sounds sad, because it is, but yeah, that's pretty much why I did it. And you should do that. You know, it's that way you're not gonna go for what you want. You're gonna make a mistake. I love how that green guy just died. And yeah. You're gonna end up regretting something if you go too fast, because you won't find out what your passion is. And honestly, I'm not like, we're gonna see what happens to me. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go back or not. Like it was hard leaving too, because it makes you feel like shit when you leave. You know, you're like damn, bro. Because my classmates were cool except for Maxwell. He kind of sucked, but everyone else was really cool. They were all chill. And they're all like, bro, did you leave? They're like, yeah, man, I'm sorry. I talked to one guy about a Captain America shield, which was super cool. Like, yeah. Man. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the college talk. And, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.